Hey YouTube, I have Amanda and Alex with me. And
okay, so we both attended PWI.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. So I'm just gonna ask them a few questions, get their point of view of things. Okay, so the number one question I have is, when you were in high school and transitioned into college, was a PWI your first choice?
For me, it definitely was. You know, going from a mainly black high school, I really wanted that diversity in it. But thinking of it now, I would definitely wish I put more thought into just choosing that PWI.
Okay, and why do you say that? Would you change or what?
I probably would change, especially from my freshman year. I'm a sophomore now. I definitely would change, at least go to a HBCU my first year just to see, how I would like it there instead of putting all my eggs in one basket here, basically.
Okay, so, well, whenever initially leaving out of high school, a PWI was definitely my first choice, my only choice. I never really saw myself going to HBCU, only because I've been to a predominantly African American school or black school all throughout high school, so I didn't really want that same experience. And after being here now, I mean, I like a PWI. It's definitely not as close knit, and I feel like an HBCU would have really gave you that family experience, but I probably still would have stayed, well, still would go to a PWI.
Okay.
I'm messing up, but yeah, I would stay at a PWI. But I mean, I feel like you can go to HBCU events or tour the campus and do stuff like that to sort of get the experience.
So you would never go to a HBCU, just go for visiting and stuff?
That's I just don't see myself academically going there. Maybe, but not all the ones that are around here, because everybody from high school went there, and it's just
so not in-state.
Yeah.
Okay, and just a general question with high school, how do you guys feel about what advice would you give high schoolers when trying to pick your what school to go to?
So personally, I feel like everybody they wanted to get away for college, and I feel like everybody just feels like they have to go to some big out-of-state school, but really that's not for everybody. And I feel like you should sort of pick your school based on your personality and based on your preferences, and not where everybody else wants you to go. And just keep in mind where you'll be the most successful, not where you'll have the most fun, but where you'll get the best academics.
Amanda?
Well, I would definitely say get that away from home experience.
I don't believe in that. I like being close to home.
She's a homebody.
Yeah, okay.
People want to stay at home.
And going into
but everybody
that,
be trying to come back after they leave. Just saying.
Would you recommend, really for Alex or whatever? I'll say my views or whatever later on in the video. But Alex, would you recommend dorm life or home life? And I say only Alex because Amanda hasn't lived in a dorm yet.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so financially, definitely stay at home. Especially if you can. But to me, I'm the only child. I like my own space, and I just don't like a whole bunch of people, which that sounds bad. But I don't know, I just didn't really like the experience. I think maybe if I would have really gave it a true chance and really met some great people, then maybe I would have stayed. But I think home is probably better, or at least get your own apartment, because living on campus, I feel like you feel trapped, but then again, you have more resources, and it's easier to be involved, so it's pros to cons to each, but probably I would stay at home.
So overall, you'll say just do what's best for you.
Basically. But for me, staying at home, I hate it, especially since it's still in the same city.
I don't know why she hates it.
Okay, since it's still in the same city, it's really not that great. I still feel like I'm at the same place that I was in high school. I mean, I have the same job. I live in the same house. Everything is the same. But when you're going to college, you really want to grow. You want to experience some things.
But you can do that if you want to.
You really want to experience new things. You really do. And like I said, a year is all it takes. I know plenty of people who went to HBCU or went away to school their first year, and then they came back, but they got that experience, they realized they didn't like it, and now they're back. It just, see what you like to do, basically. Know who you are, know what you want to experience, know what you're looking to get out of something, and just put yourself out there, basically. I feel like I definitely
know yourself, but
there we
know
go.
Who you are.
But yeah, I feel like I didn't give myself that chance to really explore and to do things differently, and now I regret it, but I mean, I know I still can transfer, but I'm not gonna do that. But
no thing.
You gonna transfer?
So right. So
you ain't gonna leave me.
Okay, so another question would be like since we're talking about predominantly white college institutions and then historically black colleges, do you guys feel like you ever been like marginalized or like outcasted from going to PWI?
Oh yeah, several times, especially in classes. You know, majority of the people are white. So to say you're in a group project, you're the only what are we, minorities? Only black person in the group. So everybody will be talking, you're saying your ideas and like, yeah, okay, blah, blah, blah. And then they end up saying exactly what you said the first time. So you're just like, okay, I said that, so you definitely feel, discriminated against, unfortunately, but it's the reality of it.
I don't think it's like a direct thing though, because I feel like
it's like the elephant in the room. Like no one really directly says it or talks about it or anything. And that's one thing, not the main thing, but that's one important thing about this video, because everyone doesn't want to talk about it, and I'm okay talking about it.
I just feel like they have this perceived superiority, and it's just like, it's that unspoken rule that, basically they're just over us.
Better, like superior.
But like directly being like discriminated against, like I never felt like that, but it's definitely a difference when you look around, you're the only one of like color, and there might be like one more person like in your classroom. It's a bit like disheartening. It's like, well, dang.
It really is. It certainly
Nobody else is like me.
And unfortunately I was in a situation where a group of them got upset at me and wanted to say the N-word.
The Ku Klux Klan.
So I was shocked. I was like an outsider then.
An outsider
then. You go to.
Wasn't it the homecoming? I think you told me.
It was a homecoming here, a concert. And then this is the thing also, we do get a lot of we still get black people. Like for one of our homecoming events, we had Chance the Rapper come, so it was a concert, and of course they're playing black music, and of course black music has the N-word, and you look around, you see all the white people saying the N-word. I'm not comfortable with that personally. I thought it was terrible, so that really made me feel some type of way, like.
And they just feel like it's okay.
Exactly. So
a culture shock.
It was a culture shock.
They've been here at the PWI longer than me, so they definitely know.
And
I don't know.
Campus, and I was like, wow.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the next question. How did it differ from freshman to sophomore year?
Well, freshman year I stayed off campus for like 2 months, and then I went home. And then sophomore year I'm still at home, but I just feel way more comfortable now with myself. And now I feel like I sort of wasted 2 years not really branching out, but you can definitely make up for lost time and start to get involved, and that's what I'm sort of like aiming towards right now, because I don't want to be like not experiencing life or doing anything and just being to yourself. So
in general, this will probably be the last question for now. Generally, what are your thoughts on college period? Because there's some people who just don't like, of course it's not for everyone and stuff, but the people who I guess don't know what they're doing, do you think college is a place?
Community college is bomb. It's underrated, and I mean, like, you really get all your prerequisite credits without having to pay a ton of money, and then you can actually succeed because it's smaller classes, it's not as hard, it's not a culture shock, and it's just like, I just think it's better. And to be honest, like, I would have went. And don't come in undeclared, because when you come in undeclared, you take unnecessary classes, and then you like have to end up being here an extra year. It's just really
solid money. Unless you got a free ride, it's just like, I mean, I don't see the point in like going to university, but that's my opinion.
And like she said, do not look down on community colleges. Everybody's like, oh, I don't think I'm better than to go to so and so. No, like, you're saving money, you're smart, you're being smarter at the end of the day. I know several people who spent their 2 years at a community college and then came to a PWI, and they're like, yeah, everything's great, I love it. Like, I saved so much money, I'm not gonna be in a whole lot of debt. It's definitely consider it. If you
still get the experience if you transfer back.
And if you can't get into the actual school that you want to get into, go into like a school that's more realistic for you, and you can always transfer. Just like try to be the best at whatever school you're going to, and you can transfer.
Yeah, because transferring is a lot easier than actually just getting accepted into the college from the get-go. So
thank you guys so much. Y'all are great. Also, any other like extra stuff that y'all want to give about college, HBCU? Any advice, like your life lesson or something, like a life, something that you would want to give to the people?
Don't let your fears of failing or your own insecurities hold you back from getting out there, branching out, gaining experiences, and networking. Because
I was gonna say the exact same thing. Do not let fear hold you back, because so often we put ourselves back thinking, oh, well, I'm not gonna be able to do it anyway. Oh, I'm not gonna get accepted. Oh, this, that, anyway. But you never know. The worst thing that you're gonna get is a no, and that just means, you know, try harder, or it's not the right time at the moment. So, you know, just definitely. Just be like, put yourself out there. Do not, like, even if you are not the most confident person in the world yet, fake it till you make it, okay? Fake it, smile, do whatever you have to do, but definitely put yourself out there. Know that you're great, and know that you can do whatever you set your mind to, basically. So that's
great. Okay, thank you guys so much. Yeah.
I'm just playing.
She said she wanted to give shout outs.
Oh, okay, so I'm a pre-nursing with a public health minor, but I think I'm a double major in nursing and public health. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a pre-business major. Think
like how society tells us that you need to go to college to be successful, you need to do this, you need to do that, or whatever, you need to get a degree for, you know, to fall back on, as they say, or whatever. Do you feel like that's...
I disagree. I say that because school is not for everybody. Just how rap is not for everybody, modeling is not, all that is not for everybody. It's what you have inside of you. You might have a talent that doesn't